Welcome to my channel, Lisa with a Visa, your passport to the world. Join me on a journey to discover the beauty, diversities, and wonders of our planet. Get ready for travel tips, destination guides, cultural insights, and so much more. Hit that subscribe button and let's explore together. Today we are going to explore Dubai, and this trip was relatively cheap, well in my opinion, because it was only $1,200 for my flight and hotel for 6 days and 5 nights. So we had left from PHL, which was Philadelphia International Airport, and flew to Newark Airport, which was about a 30-minute flight. And we had about a 7-hour layover in Newark, and then we took our ride to Dubai. So like I stated, our package came with a round-trip flight to Dubai, 14 and a half hours with United Airlines. And people always ask me, what do these kind of planes look like when they fly so far? And they're pretty big. We did not have first class. We were in coach, but shoot, it did the job. We got to Dubai and I was out like a light because I took 3 Tylenols. So after arriving to Dubai, after our 14 and a half hour flights, I was ready to just lay down. But when I tell you this was the cleanest airport I have ever been to, and I've been to a few airports, Dubai, hands down, best airport. I was picturing this airport to actually look a little bit like Middle Eastern, and it was super modern. It was super clean. You are going to go through heavy security checks, so if you have anything illegal, and a lot of things are illegal to bring into this country, take that out your bag. Don't even try to sneak it. Don't try, I wouldn't do it. It's heavy security check at this airport. However, it's so clean and they gave us a ride. They would never in America. They would be like, all right, $5, you gotta pay. No, this guy pulled up on us and was like, y'all need a ride? We was like, yeah. Look how clean this airport is. I love it. So after we get our ride, we go to baggage claim and claim our bags, and then we look to find a taxi or Uber, and they have taxis everywhere. So we got a taxi, and the taxi driver took us to Old Dubai. That's like a ritual, I'm assuming, that they always do. A lot of people who have been to Dubai said they always stop here first, and it gives me New York City vibes. The rest of Dubai does not really look like Old Dubai, but it's very interesting and it's a must-see. Also, they have different type of shops and stores. They had a whole bunch of replicas and designer bags. They're obviously not real, but it was such a good experience and cool. So all you guys who love replicas and you guys go to DH Gate, if you go to Dubai, you ain't gotta wait for shipping. Just get it right on up. They also try to get you to try on outfits, obviously, so that you could buy it. And the outfits are gorgeous. However, I just was not spending $200 on this outfit right here because I had just came back from Europe a week ago. Yeah, a bitch is broke. But this was our hotel, and I loved it. Top 5 best hotels in the world, in my book. But it was really such a great experience here. When I tell you the staff, the service is impeccable. You have to go to the Hyatt Dubai Creek if you go to Dubai. Just experience it once. Thank you, Travel Goddess. This was like a great experience. Like, I loved it here. And this is our room. Our room was really decent. I'm sure they have other kind of rooms, but this is what comes with Travel Goddess. So if you book it, this is the kind of room. And when I tell you, it was still amazing. We had a shower, a bidet. I never used a bidet in my life, and I think I need one in my house now. But it was just such a good vibe, and they had ropes for us, everything. So we also walked around, and they have a gym. They have like a bunch of different floors, but my favorite floor was the 18th floor. As you can see, it's the lounge, and this was where I was at every night after we came back from our excursions. We went right up to the 13th floor and then took another elevator to the 26th floor, and then amazing. This rooftop lounge was so beautiful. So I loved this rooftop because it had such a good vibe, whether you were older, younger, hookah, and Dubai hookah was like the best hookah I've ever had. And that is Markia. She's so beautiful. That's why she is in the video and I'm not, because I looked a mess coming off that flight, but she was A1 ready to go. And as you can see on the right hand side, that's a better view of the venue. Super pretty. And outside there is a pretty view over the city, and I had to get a view of that. So on the other side of the lounge, it was a club, and this club was lit. This was the first time I've ever been to a club that had more men than women in it, but it was so much fun, and they even had regular American music, like up-to-date music. So on our second day of Dubai, we are going kayaking, and Lord, was I in for a surprise. I thought this was about to be easy. I thought I was in the gym and I knew what I was doing. Yeah, right. I was out of breath that whole time. So if you're going to go kayaking, just know to work out, and if you are out of shape, you might not enjoy it. Or you might. Maybe you're not a lazy fuck like me, but I did not enjoy kayaking one bit, but I loved the little cute selfies I was getting along the way. As you can see, I was over it. I'm like, swim me back to shore, someone help me. Like right here, it looks like I know what I'm doing, but that's because I sped the video up. No, I really don't know what I'm doing. It just looked like it. I was really just out there like, I can't wait to get this over with so I can go to the pool and relax, because this ain't for me. I thought this was like Turks and Caicos where they gonna take pictures in the drone and do all the cute little, no. It was kayak and waste my breath. But afterwards, we left and we headed right back to our hotel. Now, after all that kayaking, I needed to cool off by the pool and get some drinks. Now, a lot of people always wonder, how can you dress when you're in Dubai? I had a two-piece swimsuit on. I wear a cover with every swimsuit because I'm just insecure like that. But even if you didn't, you'll be fine. I didn't really get many looks. I mean, people would glance, but it wasn't too bad. As you can see, my outfit, this was my two-piece. And I was pretty fine. I didn't get harassed. No one said anything to me. You'll be fine wearing whatever. Just don't be ass naked, and you'll be fine. So we headed back to the rooftop, and as you can see, I'm dressed a lot better than I did the night before. We had empanadas. I would give that a 3 out of 10. You could tell there ain't no Spanish people in Dubai. The fries, I would give a 10 out of 10. The drinks, I would give a 9 out of 10. But overall, their food was kind of nasty. So it is our third day in Dubai. It was actually a Sunday, and we were headed to the water park. We're big kids and we don't care. But I was just amazed at the architecture of Dubai, how clean it is, how friendly the people are. It was literally like I was in year 2050. Even Burger King was nice, and it was cheaper, and it tastes different, but it didn't taste bad. I will say that. It's just, look how clean it is. No trash. It's just, if you are a solo female traveler, go to Dubai. I promise you'll be fine. 0% crime. And yeah, that's us going to the Aqua Venture Water Park. So the Aqua Venture Water Park, it was about maybe $90. Not really too expensive. It was inside of a mall. So you go through this mall to get to the water park. And the water park was so fun. Like, we rode the tidal wave probably 5 times. You guys can definitely see how nice it is at this water park. They also give you water shoes. Like, how cool is that? For free. Like, you get water shoes so you're not burning your fucking feet on the ground because it's 110 degrees there. And this was probably my favorite part. It's like a lazy river mixed with a tidal wave, but it's so many different parts you can go to, different slides. You go through different ways and experience a different part of the park. I would say this was a 10 out of 10. If you are going to Dubai, please go visit the Aqua Venture Water Park. If you don't do nothing else, just do the water park. But I'm pretty sure you're going to want to do other things. But this was fun. This water park also has aquarium, and it was kind of cool. Like, it's like a built-in aquarium outside. I thought that was really cool, and if you have children, it's definitely a must-go see with your kids. Shoot, we enjoyed it, and we freaking old as hell. Then this is us getting on this other ride. So this ride was very interesting. It's a slide, but as you go down the slide, it's like you're in darkness, and then you end up in a fish tank. Just watch. It's kind of weird. And now I am about to head out into the fish tank. Ooh, a stingray. As you can see, it's like stingrays around me. Fish. I guess sharks. I wish I had my camera so I can show you guys a better view, but I'm sorry, I only have my iPhone and I couldn't get everything, but it is so cool. You got to see it for yourself. Phones do no justice. It's an in-person thing. And the one thing I loved about this water park is that it's attached to a beach. And anybody who knows me, I love a beach. However, this beach did not feel like a beach. It felt like a sauna and it felt like a hot tub. It's the end of September and it's 107 degrees. Yeah. But we cooled off in the pool and we had a tug of war little competition, and me and Markia won. So after all of that, we decided that we had to leave because we had other events later on that day, you'll see. And we had to call our taxi guy back. But we went and, window shopped a little bit. Dubai is A1 with the perfumes, so we had to go check that out. But getting a ride is super easy and very convenient because there's taxis everywhere. You don't have to worry about someone kidnapping you. You don't got to worry about someone beating you up and taking you somewhere else because there is literally 1% crime. The jails are damn near empty. I'm telling you, if you're a female solo traveler, go to Dubai. You'll feel safe. I felt completely safe. So it is nighttime and we are out to do a dinner cruise. And this was such a great night. Like, this whole day was just all that. And I gotta thank Markia because she planned the whole itinerary and made it what it is. Had the time of my life. Ooh, I loved my outfit. So my favorite part probably would be the view of the Dubai Marina. And it was so beautiful. Like, pictures do it no justice, videos do no justice. You have to get out and see it. So we had went with exclusive yachts. You can find them on Viator. That's where we booked ours from. It was about probably $50 to $60. I can't really remember the exact price, but it's not expensive. Mind you, all the excursions I've done this entire trip came to $350. So I know it couldn't have been too expensive. But what I liked about exclusive yachts is that they take your picture when you come in. So I didn't get any pictures done or taken. I took them on Marquia's camera. But I loved how gorgeous it was. We were on the top deck because they had a lower deck and a top deck. And it was buffet style. All you can drink, all you can eat. It was all inclusive. They also had someone super talented and play the saxophone and play music of all different genres. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I would say it was better than the food at the hotel, but it was still like eh. And not only that, they kind of called all the black people last, so as you can see, all I got was scraps. So we had a little problem with that, and we addressed it, and things got handled. But it was alright. It was alright. Besides that little issue with the black people getting served last, we was having the time of our lives. Now, as you can see, I clearly learned this dance in Dubai at this moment. Never did it before, but I'm gonna do it today.
Don't play with them girls. A whole bunch of black girl magic in Dubai. Oh, can't forget little babies. No. He said y'all having too much fun without me.
So here we are on our 4th day in Dubai, and we decided that we wanted to do an ATV desert adventure because why not? We're in Dubai. That's like the main reason why we come, so we can, use the ATVs in the desert. And this excursion actually only costed us about $80. That is me right now getting prepared to put on a scarf just so I can protect myself because the sand and the wind and everything while you're riding on ATVs can be dangerous, and you don't want all that in your face and in your eyes. And that is me all ready to go, and I got this little cute gold medallion on. And I loved about this excursion is because they got to write our names in Arabic, and they also made us a necklace with our names in Arabic, and I thought that was so cool. So now here we are getting ready to do our excursion, and it was super hot this day. It was about 110 degrees. Every time I would try to pour water on me, the water would evaporate immediately. So it wasn't that bad, but I did end up passing out when it came to sand surfing. And right here, I am trying to get some breeze because it is super hot. I'm telling you, it's so hot out there, and people were like stopping just to, get a breeze. But it was definitely worth the money. So now we are riding through. It took us about 30 minutes to get towards the next excursion, which was the camel riding. So first we walked through the desert a little bit, and then we got to run into some really cool, neat people that taught us how to feed the camels. And here we are feeding the camels. And people always talk about how camels spit. That is actually false. That isn't something that actually happens often. Like, they'll spit if they're sick, but not necessarily just to spit. So after we fed the camels, we're walking towards to ride some camels because the camels we fed were actually baby camels. We could not ride them. But now we're about to go actually ride some camels, and this was very interesting because I've never rode a camel before, and the way you have to straddle on a camel is very differently than straddling on a horse because camels are a little bit wider, and for me, I'm very petite, so straddling wasn't the easiest, and I don't stretch, and I'm out of shape. And that's us on the camel, and that's us riding away on the camels. Now this part was very interesting because we did not know how to get off the camels, and I thought my fat ass broke the camel. Like, this is a mess. Look at this picture. I thought I broke the camel. So right here we are getting fed because this is the end of our excursion. So we did the ATVs, sand surfing, and now we're going to eat. And we're going to have some traditional food from the Middle East. And this was such a great way to end my excursion. It was cooler outside, and they had little tents where you could do little things like hookah, you could do henna, you could do perfume testing, like you could make your own perfumes. It was so many things to do and just relax. So here I went and got a henna tattoo. And these beautiful ladies did a great job on our henna tattoos. I didn't really know what I wanted, so I told her just to do whatever's on her hands. So that's really what I got done. And even though I am of darker complexion, it was still visible and everything was fine once it dried. So they also had live performers and different people showing cool tricks. Like, I loved the firebender. That was my favorite performer. And you gotta give it up for them because they are really amazing at what they do. So here we are ready to eat, and these are all the different cuisines they had. And this was probably my favorite food part of the entire trip. Like I stated before, Dubai's food was very nasty to me. Well, I wouldn't say nasty, but it wasn't as appetizing. But this food was actually good, maybe because it had so many different cuisines. And we got shish kebabs, we got grilled food, but it was pretty good. So I will give the food 8 out of 10. You know, it still was missing a little American, but it was good. I will say that. And that is the firebender, and this was like my favorite performance. It's actually the last performance we watched before we headed back to our hotel, and he really killed it. It was actually a good way to end my night. And that is the name of the camp that we went to for the safari. So if you guys want to book with them, go right ahead. This was a 10 out of 10. And that is my henna. Afterwards, we went to the rooftop just to have food with some of the people that went on the excursion with us. And this food was nasty to me. It wasn't as good as the food we just ate at the excursion. And that is the oil perfume that I made at one of the tents. So definitely try out this excursion. 10 out of 10. Wow, our final day in Dubai. And I felt like this was a great ending, besides us getting the cops called on us. But if you listen on my podcast, me and Markia discussed what happened with the cops and everything. So hit that like and subscribe button on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify for more details on that and how not to get arrested in Dubai. But now we are heading towards the Dubai Mall, and it is one of the most popular malls on the eastern side of the world. A lot of people travel all over to come to this specific mall, and we were coming to the mall just to go to an aquarium. This mall, I will say, I have to come back just to shop. Like I said, I went to Europe like a week before this, and all my money was spent in Europe. Check that YouTube out also. I loved all the high-end stores. I wish that I had enough money to shop at these stores. And they also had Knicks. And if anybody knows me, I'm a Knicks girl. I love Knicks. We don't really have Knicks in New Jersey. The closest one, I believe, is in New York. But they had all stores that we have in the US and more. Like Misguided is only in the UK. I go online and shop through them. Now we are scanning our tickets, and we got our tickets from getyourticket.com. It is similar to Viator. It's another website where you can do and get excursions. Now, this aquarium was different than any other aquarium I have been to. Now, granted, I've only been to like 2 or 3. However, I love the roof of the aquarium because it was a fish tank in a way, and fish were swimming above us. I thought that was so cool. This is literally a great excursion to take children to. If you have kids and you guys want to go to Dubai, there's so much for them to do. It's not just for adults. I had fun. There was kids around. It was beautiful. And I think that my favorite part of the aquarium was being able to see the otters and the alligators, and you can pet them as well. It was so cool. It was such a great experience. I know I keep saying it was a great experience, but I'm trying to reiterate that you guys have to go to this aquarium. Look how cute he is. And we were able to pet some of the fish, and you get to go down into like a shark tank also. As you can see, this is where we decided we wanted to go down, but we did not go further than that because, you know, we were just like, we're black, we don't do all that stuff. But this was cool. This was really cool. Definitely, I would say the aquarium was a 9 out of 10, and only because I felt like it could have been bigger, but I mean, it is inside of a mall, so how big could it get? But it was something that you can get through in an hour. You can get through the aquarium in 1 hour, see the whole thing, and leave. It's not something that you got to sit around with your kids and make it a whole day plan. Now, after the aquarium, we went to take a quick night swim right before packing our bags and going back to America. So long, Dubai. Until next time.
'Cause I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best fucking night of my life. And wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright.
And that about wraps up our adventure for today. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed my content, follow me on Instagram. I am Lisa with the Visa. On TikTok, Lisa with the Visa. On all Apple Podcasts and Spotify, Lisa with the Visa. Subscribe and hit that like button. Thank you. Bye.